Welcome back to Cool Clubs Reviews. Today we got Ping G430 SFT, which is their draw biased as well. So, I mean, let's do this range. We'll start from the, forgiving one, and we'll move from normal and into LS.
All right.
Actually, our producer, Jared here, was telling us something quite funny on the back of it already. It's got draw or draw plus.
Right. So
There's
it's
no
draw or
fade
more
option.
draw. No, right.
Yeah.
Well, it does have a movement, though. It's, obviously you can change it, right? So they put a screw in the back. It's got two positions, basically, 1 and 2, draw and draw plus.
Yep.
Which is fine, I think that's a good thing.
Well, that's what this model's aiming. You're not going to have a draw
and Ping
bias.
did something a couple of years ago, and I guess they still do that. They use Arcos and all their stuff.
Yep.
And I remember talking to, I think it was John Kay or one of the engineers, maybe it might have been Marty. And I said, from all the data they got, everybody still misses it right.
Still.
So this model actually has more draw bias than the previous model, and it sounds like for most people you can't even put too much. So they've done a ton, but they can also back it off a bit.
Yeah,
right?
That's a nice idea. And I love, again, adjustability in a driver, big fan of. And Ping sometimes did it in a model where the SFT was not adjustable. It was just draw bias, a bit like the one that we just reviewed. So having some, more adjustability there. I love the Ping sleeve. Go flat or
super
standard,
light.
and you got super amounts of adjustability in there.
Right.
So if you shut this thing down, and actually let me touch on this as well. They used to do 2 models in the SFT loft options.
Exactly.
Now they've just got it down to 1, and this is, I think, where it should be.
Yeah, it makes sense actually, because you got basically a 10.5 degree head.
Yep.
You can go up to 12, and you can go down to 9. So and that's a big enough range for somebody to slice it.
Yep.
If you got any kind of slice or fade, you're not going to go too lower loft because it just means more slice.
Yep.
So there's no reason to go to an 8 or something goes lower than that.
No, exactly right. Ping on top since I think the G series maybe was the first one when they had the turbulators. Yep. Very, very good looking kind of thing. People call it the Batmobile.
Kind of a love or hate kind of thing. Some people like it because it's techie looking, and some people, traditional people, say, look, was too busy.
There's a bit too much going on.
Right.
But personally, I think it's kind of cool. It's flashy, it looks like it just looks sporty. And Ping this year, and I'm never going to bag their old model, but I think the G425 did sound funny. And this thing is really,
it sounds
really good. Yeah. Yep. They fixed whatever that was, and it's awesome. So
well, Ping's always been known for the most forgiving stuff on the market, and that's typically what they are and have been over the years. But they tend to give up some on distance, and this one they're talking about distance more, right? Yep. So, and they've done some stuff there. It definitely sounds better. It feels hotter.
Yep. Well, let's have a look at the numbers.
Well.
Easy one to review. There's only one loft option in this, so it's a single graph. Very, very tight, consistent. Spin launch is mid to high, which is what you would hope for in this higher, launch in draw bias range. Look at the heel and toe rate.
Both good.
Really good.
It's all around just very forgiving.
Yeah. And speed rating, what do we say?
Not as great as everything, but decent.
Has to have a little trade-off somewhere. Yep. But we should put this in the mix again. What are we trying to do with this whole series is to help people make some better choices when they go in the store. You've got this, you've got Stealth HD. There's going to be some other options out there with driver you're going to walk into and try if you've got that bad slice and need some forgiveness.
Right. Definitely worth a look. If you do have a slice, though, it's definitely one to try. Ping is really good at forgiving stuff, and obviously I like the fact that you can make it, draw or even more draw.
Double draw.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Sure.